It's Chris, you're seeing here back from C&H Small Engine. I'm giving a review of a purchase I made from Classic Arms a while back. It is for a M44 Mosin that I got here in my case here. I'm going to give a review of it for Classic Firearms so I can basically tell you what I thought of it and what it actually looks like and the overall impression of the quality and the condition of the gun here for it. Let me get out of my case here for you guys so you can see this thing here. I recommend having one of these gun socks for your gun like this one right here because it keeps it quite clean, so you don't have any problems with it if you store in the gun case or if you store behind your door in your kitchen or wherever you store your gun at. Yeah, let me get the top off here for that. There we go. Looks good to me. Okay. Okay, the first thing is the gun did not come with a sling as I have on here. It only came with the firing pin protrusion test screwdriver, plus it only came with an oil bottle as well too. So it only came with the oil bottle and the firing pin depth tester as well too. All parts are matching except for the floor plate, the magazine floor plate. There's a number scratched out and another number put in place right here. I don't think that's any real big problem at all for that. Let me see what else here. There's one other thing. I had to replace the bolt head on here, the actual I'm going to call it the headpiece right here as well too, because the one that I had in here from the Classic Firearms, it was causing a sticky bolt situation whenever you put the bolt up in the gun and you close it for locking it up whenever you have a round in the chamber. So whenever you push it up in here, it was getting kind of stiff right there to try to close it on the chamber round there for that. So I swapped another bolt head right here that I had in one of my other guns just for like standby that I didn't really need, and I put that down inside her for that. Now it works a heck of a lot better for that. It is a 1944 made. It's an M44 made in 1944. It also has serial number stamped on the outside on the one side of the receiver back here. It says MOR. Then the back side of the receiver, where the wall is here for the back of it, it has a KO-44 made in Russia, manufactured by Molot, 7.C by 54R. And that's basically it. The rest of the bolt looks in great shape on here, except for the pre-mentioned the front head piece of the bolt right here that I changed out because of the thing being sticky whenever I had the round chambered and attempting to close it properly. That problem didn't go away after I cleaned out the chamber extensively, because these Mosin ingots, you always have to clean out the chamber after you purchase a new one, whether it's remanufactured at the factory or if you purchase it at a gun show and stuff like that. You gotta clean that for maybe about a half an hour, soak some like PB nut buster in there, then get like a 12 gauge 20 gauge bore brush and spin it around for about 2 or 3 minutes up inside and flush it out with some brake cleaner and stuff like that as well too. And after I did all that and I swapped out the bolt head for it as well too, I did a HEADSPACE check with my Okie gauge here. It passed the HEADSPACE check with the original head in here, but I swapped it out with another one. I put the Okie gauge back in there, and it cycled fine. Didn't close completely on here. I recommend getting the HEADSPACE gauge for new production ammunition. That's this one right here. So it's the new production ammunition HEADSPACE. It's not the field gauge for that. It's the no-go one, I should say. The stock, overall, the stock Looks in okay condition right here. The butt pad is matching right back here as well too. However, the stock inserts where the receiver actually goes into the stock right here, you got a nice big gap right down here for it. I don't know why, but it does have a gap there. My other Mosinegans don't have that type of gap in there. It has a gap in the back here where the other rear butt pad is too. You got about a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch gap right there. As you see right here, it has a gap right there too. I don't know why it ain't lined up, but that's how it was when I got it. The magazine also has a gap down here too, a bit. And in the front, it has a gap up here as well too. You can see that right there too. Overall, the stock does have the metal inserts installed in the stock's sling for the dog tag, dog collar parts right there as well too. Let me see what else here. It has a cling rod, side bayonet. The receiver on the top. It has the sort of like rough milling done on it because this was made in World War II. It wasn't made after World War II. I asked for one maybe like 46 or 48 because after World War II they did a better job of making like basically polishing up on her for that. So, but I did not receive one made after 44. This is a 1944 one. I did ask for overall condition and bore quality as my top concerns for this gun. Let me get my light up here and double check the barrel. I cleaned the barrel out probably about 2 times with one with a wire brush, one with a Hobbies Cyclone cleaning brush as well too. Then the last one I made a couple pulls with my Hobbies bore snake, the new one with the orange tip on the end for that. So let me look down in the chamber here and look down into the barrel and just check out the rifling again here for today. Let's get on here all the way. There we go. Double check it here for the video. Okay, there we go. The rifling is nice and clean in there. It has just a teeny bit of rust in there for that, and like filing in there, but overall, the barrel is in relatively good shape. That was one of the prerequisites that I did want for this gun. The barrel had to be in great shape. It couldn't be dark or all pitted and filed out. Also, let me flip it up here. I believe it has not been counterbored either. So let me look down here again. Yep, no counterboard in there. It has. Let me flip it here in the front so you can see it. It has nice chromed tip right here as well too for that. It's shooting a bit to the right, but that can be adjusted because these sights on most of these guns are absolute crap. Because I got a few other Mosinegans and they all shoot either one way to the left, one way to the right, or shoot high on her for all them out there for that. So that's basically how they shoot out there from the factory after you get them refurbed like this one is right here for that. I'd say I'd rank it maybe about 8% or 8 out of 10 or about maybe like 3.5 out of 5 because I expected one to be the one that I wanted was basically like 46 to 48 and I got a 1944 one equivalency. So basically the strong points are the barrel's in still good shape. The bolt was in good shape except for the caulking, the headpiece right here. There was parts that gave me problems when I was locking it up on here, but I swapped that out for that, so no problem with that after that. Let me see what else. It's not counterbored. That's always a good thing right there for that. It has a cleaning rod. It does not include the sling. As you see right here, the sling was what I had to install over here. So basically, I'd say about 3.5 out of 5. My personal opinion, it could have been better, but like I said before, you get what you get because you can't really pick them out yourself. You expect the company to pick them out yourself, theirself, and give you a good product for it. So I'd say 3 stars out of 5 for those minor problems right there. For I was expecting better quality out of this, even though I paid the money to have it. Better quality picked out for it. So that's basically my review of 1944 M44 Mosin that's not counter bored, and all my evaluations for it. It is the Molot equivalency. It has all the Molot stampings on the receiver, the bolt, the barrel shank up here, we want to call it, and I think that's everything on there for that. So overall, I'd still rate it good, but not very good or excellent condition. So it's just basically good overall condition. If anybody has any questions about this one right here, or if you want to give me a call, leave me a comment on my page here. You can do that as well too, and I really appreciate that as well too, guys. Thanks. And I almost forgot to mention, I got this from Classic Firearms, so I'll make a note of that at the bottom of my video as well. This was a Classic Firearms purchase, so that's why it's being reviewed, because people always want some kind of feedback from their page as well too. So I'll see you guys.